That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
Hey, gang, gang. Hey.
We do this out here. Come on now.
Get excited to be here. Get excited to compete. Get excited to stand out from the crowd because we put too much work in not to stand out.
Be great on three, be great on me. 1, 2, 3.
Be great.
What an intro. Yeah. You see them sponsors? You see them sponsors coming through? Oh, tonight gonna be an excellent night. It's gonna be an excellent night. We got a lot to talk about. Full house tonight. Special guest, Julian Talley. From the stands, we going national, baby. We going national. And we taking you with us. So much to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The energy. The energy.
It's there. It's there. We coming.
Uh-huh.
All right, man. I want to welcome y'all into From the Stands podcast. I am Rick. Everybody's here today, man. Larry's here. He's outside. He on the phone. We got Kalieb, Johnny, and we got Tal in the building. Listen, man, we in for one tonight, man. I want to thank y'all for being patient. Got to get things, ready to rock and roll. What you think, Kalieb?
Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a night tonight.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of them nights. Hold on, this is that classic Locks album. You know what I'm saying?
Classic, but I ain't trying to get muted on the air.
Did you hear all the bombs dropping?
Yeah, that's why I started talking over it real quick. Woo!
Shout out to my nigga Eddie Maya, You know what it is.
Yeah.
In the building.
All right, let's go, man.
Okay, ATL 4 runs in the first. Let's go. Ooh. Playing the Braves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You talking about the Braves.
Thank you, Larry. Keeping us national, keeping us updated.
Thank you, Larry.
My bad, Larry. Good. Good money, man. Again, this is From the Stands podcast. We just some average dads up here having conversation. Don't take it so serious. because every topic is an original topic. We not talking about you. Go ahead, Larry. You ain't going to hit them with? Yes, we are.
Absolutely. We talking about you. We talking about your fucking kids, your little
Oh,
cousin.
hold on, time
your
out. Let me
little
change the
nephew.
camera. Let me change the camera. Hold on, I'm changing the camera. Kalieb, take over. Yo, you know how to king. We about to do the spots.
Oh Lord.
All right, we got to work with. Can you at least turn? Let me turn the bottoms. Like, come on. All right, go ahead, man. Do your thing, Lee.
Oh, all right. It's my cue.
It's your cue. It's on you.
So
We
today-
live, people.
We are live, so anything can happen at any time. So forgive us, but this show is sponsored by Marazul Tequila. They picked us up, man. They like what we doing, so they seen some of the podcasts. They like how the brothers be on here acting crazy, acting wild, but also telling the truth and sharing information, vital information. So we like to thank our sponsor, Marazul Tequila. Yo, we all had the tequila last week when they sponsored our last show, and we all came into agreement that it was good. We like it. They sent us masks, they sent us candy, they sent us bags, they sent us all kinds of stuff, shirts and everything. So let's go. Time to get the show rolling.
Yes.
They banned me from smoking Newports during the show. I just want y'all to know that when I'm in the stands, I'm smoking Newports, and I thought this was from the Stands podcast.
That's when we started.
Definitely smoking Newports in the stand.
I was
He
giving
definitely, and not supposed to. At what high school do they allow Newports in the stand? You know that's illegal, don't you?
You seen me do it.
Oh,
You ain't
I
never seen me get kicked out of
listen.
game.
Yeah, I seen it.
Listen, I don't have any problems with anybody smoking in the stands.
I
but
bring a whole fresh
unfortunately,
pack for 4 quarters.
We
baby.
ain't outside right now. You
had-
said a fresh pack a quarter?
I said I bring a full fresh pack for 4 quarters.
for 4
You
quarters.
must ain't never had the anxiety I had at some of these games.
You seen me at the game. You know I had those
Hey,
anxiety.
listen, when you start losing to a team you ain't supposed to lose to, them things start. Hey, coach, give me your play sheet.
Yeah, that's like back in the day. You know what I mean? 1940s, 50s joint.
Yeah.
They on the sideline chiefing away.
Yeah. So in the building, y'all, we got Julian Talley. I'll give y'all a little rundown about Julian, then he can kind of get into it himself. He's going to be up here rocking out with us today. Winslow High School graduate. Should I say township on that?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Winslow Township graduate.
Oh, we got an Eagle star in here?
That's right.
Absolutely.
He also played at the University of UMass and wind up
Marcus Camby.
with the New York Giants.
Marcus
He came through a
Camby, the
couple of times,
legend.
so he came through a couple of times.
He a legend up that joint.
Big legend.
So, Jewel, like the first question, I mean, I just want to get it started. We'll ask him a couple questions, then we'll go into some of the topics. Y'all brothers cool with that? Or y'all want to start with the topics? Which way, whatever way y'all want to start.
Yeah, no, let's talk to him. Yeah.
All right, so I guess my first question, man, what was your experience like at Winslow? You were there with Coach McBride, right? So what was your experience like there at Winslow?
So I started out with Coach Felton. Shout out to Coach Felton. I definitely have to give him, Coach Chambers, credit also.
Chambers.
They built me early in my career there. And then shout out to McBride also, Coach McBride. Let me get it right, show him that respect. He's doing a lot of things now with, speaking to the youth and building them up different ways like that. But, I mean, my experience there, you think about it, coming into high school, I'm going to the game, seeing guys like Sean Green, the Miles brothers.
The Miles brothers was
Yeah, I know them guys.
crazy.
Yeah, them guys is fast.
Basketball too, track, all that. Them niggas was athletes.
Athletes, man.
Right. The Dennis Mitchells, them guys like that, but just a lot of talent, and coming in understanding, hey, listen, if I want to, compete here, I got to get busy, So it was just,
Winslow Township has always been heavily talented.
Yes.
So, I mean, it was-
schools poaching kids a little bit. Timber Creek came in and fucked the situation up a little bit, but Winslow Township since forever
Yeah, man. Yeah.
had stars.
Talent.
Had
a lot of
stars.
talent.
So, I mean, I came in typical, played my freshman year, you know what I mean, did my thing. balling crazy. Seen a little time sophomore year, was able to get in there varsity on defense out there, safety. I thought I was gonna play defense for a little bit. Then I started scoring touchdowns and was like, yo, you get the girls, you know what I'm saying? You get the love, you know what I mean? All of that comes with it. So I decided to stay on that side of the football. But I mean, junior year, I was kind of handed the keys. We had some people graduate, move on. It was my time.
So during that time, who was your quarterback? Was it Bill?
Nah,
No. Bill came after.
Bill came after.
Yeah.
It was Anthony Glaude.
Right.
AG. Went off to Bowling
Guard
Green.
was good.
Solid. You know what I mean?
Glaude
Solid
was
quarterback. After that was his little brother, who never really played quarterback before, but was out there following footsteps. A little bit of some other guys. B. Jones had to jump in there. Dave Julian, you remember them guys? Even a Tracy Church jumped in there every now and then. Guys you might not even have heard of. So, I had a little mix-up. I never really had a steady guy, even in college.
You had some other good receivers that played with you too, right?
Definitely. Shout out Chris Coles. If you remember CC, Tyshawn Jones was out there getting busy. During my time, it was the Manny Edwards, Dame Julians went out to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Remember Dame Jewel? Who else?
Ruben went out there too, right?
Ruben, he was playing running back, little slot. G. Brad, can't forget G. Brad.
Ruben was tough.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. Runs in the family, dog.
Yeah, it's tough. Nah, he said at the time,
I knew that was coming. I knew that one was coming.
Yeah, we breed them motherfuckers, man.
And so a funny story, because right around the time Ruben came over to Winslow, that was during the time McBride was coming over.
Right.
So, that summer, we getting it in at Donio. So, it's all the hype coming over with RJ, you know what I mean? DB, that he's strapping and everything. So, all right, it's one-on-one time, you know what I mean? So we get out there, you know what I mean? Everybody watching. Long story short, you know what I mean? I had to do him dirty.
Oh, okay.
I had to do him dirty. But I will say he was always somebody that, made me better. You know what I'm saying? I will say I made him better. It was one time in Voorhees, we were at the movie theater in the parking lot. You know what I mean? I'm there with my little shorty at the time. He's there with his shorty at the time. And no matter where we was at, we lined up one-on-one. So we in the parking lot like, yo, shorty, hold on 1 second. He like, yeah. He like, nah, let's get it.
Let's get it
Right
one-on-one.
here, right off the line. So we did like best out of 3, but you know what I mean? Just that type of pedigree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
That
competitive.
type of-
Yeah, he definitely competitive. I remember when we was down at Donio, he would come out there and what he would do with the kids, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, who this dude? Like,
Energy.
and he coming with a different type of.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He a dog. In my opinion, he's definitely a dog. He would come out there with the type of energy. He'd be like, what did he say? He said, what did he tell me? He was telling me a story. He was like, man, who was it? Who played at Tennessee that he shut down? He was like, I was in Tennessee, 70-something thousand people, and I shut. Was it T.Y. Hill? It was somebody.
Something like that.
It was somebody he was saying he shut. He was like, I shut him down in front of 77,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, I like him. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So so I was talking to you early off screen before everybody kind of came in. A lot of guys, they know that you went to the elite NFL, right? But when I went to, do my research based off of stuff that I already knew, I wanted to get a little bit more. Do the research and I look up 247. So I'm like, all right, let's see what his offers look like. So you wind up only getting one offer, and that was to UMass. Everything else was interest.
Right.
So, like, how did that come about? Were you like, was the offer a late offer, or was it one in, early on, but you never could get the other ones? Like, what was that process like for you? I mean, being a player that, was a good player during high school.
And this is why I'm appreciative of this platform, you know what I mean? Because it was certain things that I didn't know at the time, like clearinghouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is something that all the kids who want to play, you know what I mean, a Division I sport have to go through to basically get cleared to play. So at the time, I didn't have an SAT score, My GPA probably wasn't where it needed to be eligible. You know what I mean? I didn't know these things. So when Coach McBride did come on board, you know, he did get me a lot of great opportunities. We went up north to like a camp, a clinic, a one-on-one, you know what I mean? Up there with a lot of different kids from PA, all over the place. So long story short, I'm up there, killed it. So you know, Coach McBride like, yo, he's looking at me pissed off too. Like, I got coach from Daggio from Florida. I got this cat from Tennessee, this cat from North Carolina, this cat from Penn State. They all want to offer you, but you ain't got no SAT score. You ain't got no, you know what I mean? You ain't in clearinghouse or nothing. You know me? I'm like, damn, I didn't even know. So at the time, I missed out on a lot of opportunities just based off of that alone. You know what I mean? So that's something that's important for kids who's coming up through this to understand. You know what I'm saying? It's important. Hey, just something simple as clearinghouse, going to school, getting these grades. It's important. You know what I mean? For that reason alone, to just open that next door for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
that's something we always talk about is getting the grades. So
it's not hard.
It's not hard at all.
It's not hard.
It's harder to be all South Jersey first team football player than it is to get a 3.0.
Tell the truth, Larry.
Because it ain't no amount of
Right.
spots for 3.0s.
Right.
There's only a certain amount of people gonna make that first team.
Right.
There's only a certain amount of slots.
Right.
I mean, it's just that alone just baffles me at different times where kids are left behind because of stuff like that. You know,
And it still happens. It happens a lot less than back in the day because the support and the information is out a lot better. But you still see a couple guys slip through the cracks where you like, damn, this nigga could have went big.
And it hurts me because we talking about real money right now.
Right.
Life changing.
Right.
Yeah, generational wealth.
Right.
You do it right.
So you took advantage of that going to Maryland. I mean UMass.
Yeah, but to continue that story, my bad to go on though. But long story short, you know, I ended up getting everything together. Took the SAT like 3 times. Missed it. First one took it, missed it by a little bit. Second time took it, missed it by even more. What's going on? You know what I mean? And shout out to my uncle. You know, my uncle Keith Shepard over there at Sterling, coaches track. You know, does some different things over there because he ended up getting me a tutor. Getting me somebody to sit down with to help me get this thing together because it's important.
Right.
That's why it's good to have a good support system. You know, I had a great support system, I will say. You know, I wasn't just out here having to fend for myself and everybody in the family. Because that's a reality for some people, but that's not an excuse.
Right.
Because I've seen people who have been in them situations that made it, who I sat right next to in the locker.
Right.
They just signed for $7.8 million.
Right.
With a bonus, and they come to me with a book bag and show me 60 grand cash. Like, yeah, that's what I got for the walkthrough.
That's crazy. So you are at UMass. Victor Cruz is there, if I'm not mistaken, during that time. So you came in towards the end of his career at UMass. So he's getting ready to exit. Boom, he busts a move with the Giants, kind of opens the door up. So your career at UMass, what, like, how did that progress?
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Crazy. You know, I'm just a kid from Sicklerville, right? All right, so I don't get the D1 offer. You know, everybody, you got it. Now, I'm going to tell you, kids, if you're listening, you don't have to go D1, but go D1. Do whatever you have to do to go D1. It's going to make it a lot easier for you when it comes time to get drafted, to get an opportunity to play. Because they look at that, oh, he played DAA, the talent level is maybe not the same. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Pro days.
But long story short, I graduate from Winslow. UMass was like, look, we want to offer you. We love you. Come on out. You know? I was like, hey, my mom, dad, they ain't got to pay for school, free education. Shout out Jay Miles. He was there at the time. He just transferred in from Navy. That was one of the big factors why I went to UMass. He was a great athlete at Winslow. 3-sport, wrestling, track, football. Just toting that thing. So long story short, I get up there, young freshman. You know, I got Jay Miles, but he on defense, so he ain't messing with me. You know what I mean? But Cruz is up there. And we bonded because we had a similar style. You know what I mean? Smooth in the slot. He like, nah, run it like this. He started gaming me up early. Some Florida receivers down there, Kalieb boy down there. I mean, who I'm gonna blend with? He like, nah, do it like this. All right, let's get it. Plus, we kind of look similar at the time. Everybody like, oh, that's little bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm J Tal. You know what I'm saying? Showtime.
Right.
But yeah. So he's actually at the time he had got kicked out of UMass, so he was just getting back in. When I got there, he was wearing number 81. This before the 3 at UMass.
Wow.
I was there when he had his first catch at UMass on the sideline. I'm a redshirt freshman. I'm talking to the little freshman, talking about what we gonna do after the game. We going to party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He runs into me, catches it, comes out of bounds, runs into me. I'm like, yo, man, go over there. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, he ends up, you know what I mean, doing so we used to be roommates on the road. Me and Vic. Every away game, we roommates. Me, him, and my other man, Keymon, every now and then. But we like, yo, my thing, what I had in college was league or die. Pound league or die. We gotta go to the league or, you know what I'm saying? Everything's dead. So we used to be in the room every night watching the highlights of the games. Like, yo, we gotta get to this league.
Right.
That's our thing in college. We ain't worry about nothing else.
So that mindset that y'all were going through kind of set him up. So he goes off. So now you're at UMass. He goes off. He cracks the lineup with the Giants. He makes the Giants. I remember that too. He was wearing number 3 with the Giants, and everybody kept saying like, "Who's this dude number 3?" And during the preseason.
Yep.
So he winds up makes the team, has his success, starts doing the cha-cha and all that stuff.
Mind you, we're communicating during this whole process.
Right.
So him having that one hand catch, I called him immediately following. He like, yo, it was crazy. I don't even know how I did it. My Twitter was blowing up, text messages. I'm living vicariously through it. I'm in college right now.
Right. So when he popped off, what were you, a junior?
I was a redshirt junior.
Okay.
So I had 2 more seasons.
So you take off.
So, I take off. So at the end of the season, he invites me up to games. So I'm up at the game watching, bro, down here. How am I go back to UMass and not get busy?
So that motive. So you seeing Victor Cruz there, did it take you, like, did it take your mindset to another level, your game to another level? Like, what was the?
So for me, it was always a reality. Like, I just knew somewhere in me, like, I'm hitting this league or die.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was living by that. Now to see somebody who I'm in a room with like this every day, we playing Madden, we doing this, we doing that, to be on TV as the man.
It becomes a lot more believable that you can go from UMass when you watch somebody go from UMass.
Follow the system. We were the same receiver. My
Right.
goal was to beat his numbers. I beat all his numbers damn near. Had a way better pro day. Not way better, but had had a better pro day. Why am I not going to get a shot?
Yo, that's got to be wild.
Oh, hell yeah. Because now you got me thinking like, I'm thinking, yo, word is born. While he's telling me this story, I'm just thinking about Larry's son. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Word is born. Like, when our kids get into these situations, and I'm thinking about you're in a situation where you're with other talent and you know that somebody where his son is at is going to go. You know what I'm saying? And he's watching it. So now you got somebody who you can watch make it. And it's like, yo, I'm not too far off from this joker.
Right.
If not better. You know what I mean? So that's dope.
So it gives you that extra edge, that extra push to.
Plus, I understand I should be D1 and I'm playing against lesser talent. Not to say there wasn't talent in the AA, but come on, man. I'm playing Albany. I better go out here and have 3, 2. You know what I'm saying? It's a good film. Put it together. You are who you are on film. Then the numbers. But yeah, I mean, following that, I had to do it. You know what I mean? I had to make it.
Yeah. So draft time comes around.
Yeah.
What's your feeling of? Were you feeling like?
I thought I was gonna go.
Yeah, that's
round.
a crazy feeling. Like you
I
was.
thought they was gonna call me on TV 7th round. Miami had told me, the receiver coach out there, they love me. I'm jumping on the table for you. Stay patient. I'm fighting hard for you. Between you and another guy. I think at the time it might have been like Rashard Matthews or somebody when I was to Miami, but all right. I mean, so I had a couple people at the crib. I ain't want to do nothing big, because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't know.
Mm-hmm.
People came, all right, we gonna do it. So they ain't end up calling my name. All right. Then my phone ring after that. Oh, St. Louis called me. Now I'm gonna tell you a funny story. You know, you go train before the draft, before you go into your pro day. The guy that we was working with out there, the receiver coach, he was the receiver coach while T.O. was in Dallas. Coach Ray, what's his last name? Coach Sherman? I want to say Coach Sherman, black dude. Long story short, I think he goes out to St. Louis. He like, come on out here. So at the time, I'm like, I'm with it, come on. So I had put it up on my Instagram and all that. I'm going to St. Louis, I'm gonna sign a free agent deal. Then I think Chicago called me and was like, yo, we want to have you. And then New York called. I was like, yo, we got a couple of dollars for you to come out here for real. So at that point, I'm like, let me get the money. You know what I'm saying? New York, I don't want to go to New York.
Right.
Plus, bro is there. Let me see.
New York, St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's no brainer kind of.
So, and they giving me a couple dollars. I ain't had no real money yet.
Right.
They giving me more money than one check.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
That'll be a beautiful thing.
That's got to be crazy, man. We trying to, go through so we can kind of get to like some of the basic conversation. But, you signed a free agent deal. Your first year there, you're on a practice squad, I believe.
Practice squad.
Okay, so you make the practice.
So let me kind of run it through, because it's a very interesting story, and this is why you have to really want it, and you have to really see it in your mind, and you can't let nothing stop you from getting there. So my first year coming out after they called me, to go out there, I went out there doing rookie minicamp. I'm out there with Ryan Nassett. We're doing drills. I think I'm running like a post route. He overthrew it a little bit. I overextended, pulled, strained my hammy. Can't make the club in the tub, right? So now I'm on the sideline. I ain't even get in nowhere yet. I'm on the sideline. Watching practice. I pretty much know it's done. So I go back out to camp. I'm there for like 2-3 weeks. Long story short, they cut me. So now I'm cut my first year coming out. First time I'm home watching football, watching guys I was just in rookie minicamp, can't wit, on the tube, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, what am I gonna do? End up getting a job. I worked at a mortgage company, 9 to 5 in it, Mount Laurel. After hitting the league, this is all I knew all my life. I was supposed to be the chosen one, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, I'm gonna get back though. I told my pop, he was like, yeah, I know. Played arena ball. Y'all know arena ball?
Yeah.
Folded now. Played arena ball. It's going crazy. New York called me back following camp. That's when I went out there and was like, I'm not going back home this time. I had to make them a believer twice.
Right. So the second time probably was a little harder than the first, because you wind up getting hurt. As you said, can't make the club in the tub. So then coming back the second time, they got an idea of who you are, but then they got other guys that they brought in that they think can fill the same spot that you're trying to fill.
For me, it was a little bit easier.
Okay.
The game has slowed down for me. I got a little taste already. Damn, I know exactly. If I get back, I'm definitely sticking around. Some people don't get that next opportunity ever again, period. To say, damn, if I only just knew, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So we sit up here, we sit up here and we always talk about how, our kids are trying to go to the league and working out and doing it, and you actually did it. Like, once you got that taste from seeing Victor and you in college, did you feel like I'm gonna make it? Like, did you feel like you're gonna make it? And was that chance of you making it greater? You get what I'm saying? Because making it to the NFL is like what? They said 1%?
1% chance.
That's less than 1% to go D1. It's less than that to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say 1%, but it's really under 1%.
Right.
So
1,500 mile puppies.
JTE is in the building. I knew it from the first time I probably stepped in the field.
Okay.
since Winslow Redskins days. Y'all remember that?
I remember. I
that?
got
I
pictures.
remember the Skins
I got
Remember the
pictures.
Skins. Like,
Yeah.
playing.
I might have not have understood it all the way, but once I really started playing, I was like, yo, I'm taking this all the way to the league.
Right.
Skins played in Albion. They don't remember.
They're
They'll remember the
Damn,
Albion.
sticky joints all on your legs.
That feels horrible.
It was the worst field, bro.
And so now, but think about it, bro. You play college NCAA, right? And you play it so your dude can get drafted to the league. I'm in high school. My thing is, what do I have to? Well, I'm in Little League. I'm gonna be playing high school. You know what I'm saying? What do I gotta do to be successful?
Work.
That's it.
Gotta work. Gotta love the grind.
Yeah.
I think, barring injuries, anybody that lives, breathes, eats, shits football, and do all the things that come along with it in the gym early, coming out late, I think those guys make it.
Those guys have more of a chance to make it.
More of a chance to make it, right? Barring injury.
Because some of them still won't make it.
Right, some of them won't make it.
It can be the best. It could, you know what I'm saying?
So what is it that separates everybody? Is it the mindset?
The mindset, I think. I don't know, I'm not there, but it gotta be.
I don't know. I'll tell y'all in 2 years though.
You
It's-
feel
Well,
good?
your son
It's
got a
definitely-
mindset though.
Yo, it's definitely understanding the
And
business.
your son. They got a mind. It's a different mindset.
And you gotta figure, when a guy like
It's his
the
business.
guy from Miami, the linebacker, the 5'8" guy, white guy, played linebacker for 20 years at Miami.
Zach
Dolphins?
Thomas.
Zach
Zach. Something.
54?
Zach Thomas was real.
Zach Thomas was 54.
54. How tall was
He was a little smaller.
The smaller linebacker was
played in
Mills.
he played in the Earl.
What was his
Locker.
name?
he? Mills was very small.
51 Mills
Mills
that
was
played
real
for the
small.
Saints, and then he played for the
Right, he played for the Redskins. He played for the Saints.
in Carolina.
Yeah, Mills was really small.
Yeah, he was small. Yeah, they were small dudes. So, I mean,
No, Mills played for Carolina, and he died, didn't
yeah,
he? Yeah.
So, I mean, while we into it, we talking about kids, getting the opportunity. Larry, you just came from Texas A&M. Like, how was your experience out there? You know what I mean? Your son saw he got a trophy for most improved.
Yeah, he got most improved defensive player.
Most improved defense. My bad. Hold on. Let me move it down.
Shout out to DeMontre Moore,
Go ahead.
Texas A&M alum
Where he from?
from Dallas. He played at Texas A&M. Was drafted by the Giants, number 3.
I'm just learning the alumni. I'm still with Mike Evans and them. You know what I'm saying? okay. Mike Evans, a legend out there.
Yeah.
What about Manziel?
Von Miller, legend out there.
Vaughn. Shout out.
Johnny Manziel?
Manziel did a speech at halftime of the spring game.
Check.
So was that experience crazy? Like, I know you went last year, right?
Nah, we ain't have COVID.
You was out there for something else. You was out there for a game. So what was that like, man?
I love Texas. Fucking.
I seen the big turkey
Now,
leg.
what year is your son in?
He's still a freshman. Yeah, he's about to be a sophomore.
So he's got most improved already, right?
Yep, cause he was an early enrollee last year.
So he's on the radar. How tall, how big is he?
He about 6'1", down to 313. Body looking real
What's
crazy.
he play?
Right?
No
I
tackle?
gotta see this 313, bro.
I can't believe it until I see it.
I gotta see this
That man
313.
look like he eat people.
I dropped him off at 350.
Yeah.
Got him down to so he can move here.
That's why I said I gotta see this three. I gotta see
I know
this
he got to
three.
look good.
Hey, he was running the rock in high school at 350.
Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now, this is where I say, do a little homework. All right, let's look at Texas A&M. All the D linemen that have went over the past 3 to 5 years and where they went. You know what I mean? Starting there.
All first and second rounders.
Yeah.
Larry, his eyes just had. I love it. His eyes just had all money. It was like, bling, bling, bling.
I love it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
No, I'm saying the latest 2D tackles is in the league right now, and the one that just left early, about to go to the draft.
Right.
So I mean,
he has a great chance, man. I mean, he's physical, he's strong, he wants it.
It's up to him though. Like
He seemed like he wants it.
If he controls what he can control,
Man, you got to figure out the numbers he has to hit. Everybody has quotas. How many TFLs, how many disruptions, how many sacks, how many, you know what I'm saying? You got to figure that part out. Then on top of that, what does my pro day / combine need to look like?
Right, the pro day going to be crazy.
I'm pretty sure that the coaches down at A&M is telling like, look, kid, if you want to get drafted, you got to do X, Y, Z. You got to have this. I'm pretty sure they got a chart where they have a barometer.
That's where you have to ask the kid, because some may not. Some may just coach hard. Follow our system, follow our program, you'll get a shot, son.
Yeah.
You figure out what you need to do.
They on that 3 and out type program out there for like
do 3 and out.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's three and out. Everybody's graduating in 3.5. And like COVID fucked it up because everybody got extra year eligibility. So the one guy that is on the depth chart before him, it's his 6th year. It's only because it was a COVID year.
Remember I was telling you that? Yeah. I told you that. I said, yo, at my
like
son's
coming
school,
into this,
they got a corner that's going to be there. It's going to be his 7th year in college.
Jesus.
This is very
Like
critical
30.
times right now for this young man.
Like 30.
Do you all, as a camp over there, understand that?
We understand.
I'm talking about critical times. You can definitely, you know what I'm saying, put him in a position to get drafted, go in here to an NFL roster, and stick around. You know what I'm saying? Stick around. But it's
They always look
it's
at
gonna
those
take
SEC guys first.
Now, okay, this is where your team has to be right, because as the athlete, we're in what's called tunnel vision. You know what I mean? We're not thinking about any kind of outside influences or factors. We're in tunnel vision. Football, got to get ready. You, on the other hand, have to be doing research here and there. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out agents, situations, but what he needs to be doing to prepare himself to have the best pro day, where we're going to train, who I need to be speaking with, what NFL scouts are out here, what's their LinkedIn, what's their email, and slipping them something, mail, you know what I'm saying, film or something. Hey, listen, we got a kid coming out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I always wonder about all like the stuff that you just spoke about. Like, how does it come to the parents? Like, how does it come to a prospect? Like, how are they supposed to know? It's almost like the rap game, right? Yeah. They tell you to sign a record deal, and they gonna send you over to a publishing lawyer to help you out, but that lawyer is really working
they all
for the
in.
company.
They
you know
all
what I'm
in.
saying? Like,
I like what he just said, because that gave me the game ahead of time to know what I got to do. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. But I mean, you know, these are critical times right now. You know what I mean? Studying film. You know what I mean? Figuring, you're about to be there 3 years, so you know what I mean? Besides COVID, you have to perform early. You know what I mean?
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
You know what I'm saying? Are we in the best shape? Are we dominating? What does the film look like of the players who went first round, second round look like?
Yeah.
I think
When you
the
watch film,
shape is more or less why he got most improved, because like now he in shape. Mm-hmm. He didn't come there in the best of shape. He played last year as a freshman too, but he wasn't in the. Hey, they had the nigga back deep on kickoff. Did y'all watch the game?
Hold on.
They had the nigga on the second rope from the last guy.
Oh, from the return team, on the kick return.
On the kick returns.
Oh, yeah. If he ain't fair catching.
He ain't fair catching.
Bitch,
He ran the ball in high school. He ain't fair catching.
This ball was going out of bounds. He tried to get this bitch. He tried to get that motherfucker with his index finger.
Yeah, because you know why? Don't fair catch. Everybody fair catches. Get it and show your athleticism.
That's it.
Beat
He
by
definitely
one or
trying
two
to-
people. They'll have a laugh about it, but they'll be playing it. Somebody be looking at it like, okay, based off of that, you know what? Let's bring this kid in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Real quick, I'm going to send a quick shout out to Preston James for sending us some stars, Stephanie Boyd for sending us some stars, and Marcus Young. Thank you guys for sending a couple stars. We close to the goal we set. We set a
Veronica
goal.
West too.
And Veronica West, I didn't see that one, but good looking, Kalieb. But
Thanks, guys.
Serious business, man. This NFL dream and race ain't no game. I'm very fortunate and very lucky, you know what I'm saying, that I was able to make that a reality. The dream a reality and all the lifestyle and access that comes with it.
when I was about to go into it, man. I mean,
The ass or the access?
how hard? Like you finally make it, right? We all from backgrounds that we ain't coming from rich environments. Everybody in
From
here,
around
right?
the way.
We
Everybody's from around some
single
way.
parents. I mean, it was a struggle, whatever. But when you finally hit it, right, and you just said the access and all that stuff, it's coming at you fast. How hard is it to not get swept up in the hype of, getting the access to go to the clubs, the women, the all the extracurriculums? I mean, how hard is that?
I mean,
He just got laughed.
JTE is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, right here from Sicklerville, okay? Nah, I mean, listen, you got to think. I was 22, tail end of 21, 22, just a baby.
Right.
And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, right? A game check at the time was maybe 27 bands, right?
Hold on, this man that made somebody yearly salary.
Let's say practice
off
squad.
of one game.
Let's say practice squad was maybe a little more than a third of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you see your time in and out. And that's why I like, the Giants. Shout out to the Giants because they showed me love. Every now and then, even though I was on practice squad, they would pay me a game check. Yo, Tal, we brought somebody in. We know you should be playing. But this is part of the business where they ain't want to give me my 3 years. Because once you go from practice squad to active, you automatically get 3.
But you can only be on the practice squad for how long?
At the time, it was 2 years. I think they just extended it
I think it's 3 now. I think it's 3 now.
And ladies and gentlemen, and let me tell you one thing. Practice squad is not a bad situation.
Talking about 28 bands, I bet it ain't.
Sign me up today.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I mean,
I'll tell you what. But I mean, the access, okay. So you think, you come in with your rookie class, right? You got your first rounder, you got your second round, all the way down through your 7th rounders. All of these different demographics. You might have a German who was drafted 6th round. You don't know nothing about America like that. But long story short, y'all all going out. Undrafted free agents too. These are guys who may or may not last. But the first round, now long story short, depending on, you know what I'm saying? The first round, second round, third round guys, they was fooling with me.
They staying.
They staying. You
First,
know
second,
that.
and third is staying.
But they ain't blending with everybody. They blending with me, long story short. Yo, Tal, come on, we out. All right. We're in VIP. We're in New York City. The club got it set up for these guys. Your first round, second round pick is coming through the night. Talk about layup, right? We at the club. You see the line full of everybody. They want to see who's coming in, the young cats. It got so real one time I'm in the club, right? That's how real it was. I think this is my 2nd or 3rd year. That's how real it is. And I'm going to keep it 100. Shorty was like this, right? She was...
Hold on.
I want to hear the story. I want to hear the story.
We good. Johnny, we good.
This is how real it is.
Are you watching this? Is he good? I want to hear the story.
Look, Aaron. Look at
What fuck is he on?
Yo,
It's my heart over here beating fast
JTE
as
is in
hell.
the building.
continue.
This guy out of here.
Shout out to our sponsors.
I knew Larry was going low. But go ahead.
Get me ready.
Larry,
Yo, but I was out one night, and it just happened to be a female who I had seen out. Like, I already know what time it is. She had wanted to try me this particular night. Had a few drinks in me, long story short. I tell her, like, nah, because I probably got 2 over here. 2 is better than 1, right?
What they say, a bird in the hand beat 2 squirrels in the bush any day.
That's light. That's real light. Her follow-up is, first of all, you bottom of the roster. You don't even make. She said, you ain't even really getting that. I'm just looking at her like, first of all, where you even find this information?
Real live groupies.
Real live, but
do their homework.
but it was easy, man. It got to a point for me where I used to go to the club, and I ain't even really mess with all of the girls that be in the VIP. I'm saying they was cool, but I'm looking out in the general population. It's a couple nice things out in the general pop, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
At the club.
Yeah.
Who is looking good.
I'm usually in general pop. I be around that motherfucker.
I go back and forth.
I ain't paying all that for that.
Some of them.
I'm not doing all that.
I'm a sparkle motherfucker, man.
Some
I
of
need
them.
them
I ain't doing all that.
Some of them don't know. Some of them don't care.
$2,500 for a bottle.
Some of them don't know. Some of them don't care.
And we just was in Houston,
All right.
and we was buying them bottles.
Houston, we have a problem.
I love Houston, man. Shout out to Houston.
And it was very in New York City. We're not talking about Cleveland.
right.
Talking about New York City.
Talking about New York City.
So that had to be tough, bro.
I love New York too. New York
mean,
New York is the most expensive place I've been. New York City is the most expensive place I've ever been to.
Ever. But it's great, though.
Like you
Maybe
spend
California.
you spend $400 to get a hotel in Manhattan for the night, and they charge you $100 to park your car. And
You got to park.
Now that's if.
Shit is crazy.
Now that's if you don't know nobody.
Right. So, all right. So
It cost me though.
the nightlife was crazy. New York City. I mean, you with the Giants at the time. Your man's is
I'm doing everything he's doing, every event, every celebrity.
he the biggest thing out during that time.
Biggest thing out.
He
I
was
see
for a
it.
second.
I see it.
Yeah.
I
Shot and
seen
shot.
it.
Yeah, he
I
was
seen
big.
it. Yo, this is Jay-Z's right hand man. I'm one handshake from Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that time period for you, did you have to did you go back to your apartment or where you were staying and was like, hold on, let me snap out, let me stay focused. Like,
I made a lot of mistakes.
okay.
And it cost me a lot of money. And a lot of opportunities.
Oh, the lifestyle was too overwhelming.
We're talking about New York City.
That's why I was asking, like, what's that like? You know what I mean?
Well, it's crazy because he say that because that's what they say about every first round draft pick that goes to the Jets or the Giants.
And I can't imagine it for being that, but I've
It's
seen
so
it.
much pressure to win in New York City, the biggest media outlet in the world.
Right.
It's so much pressure.
But you also understand if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah. But if you just went to Brigham Young, where you can't even have sex in college, are you going to make it on the Jets as the second pick in the draft?
It's hard when you got Instagram models, model girls,
Yeah, I mean,
mommy.
but you just got to be focused, man. Can you imagine being a guy like Patty Holmes?
Now this is weird.
I'm talking
But
about
but he's in Kansas City. I get what you're saying, but he's in Kansas City.
And he was in Texas. So I'm talking about he's coming from BYU where you don't have sex in college.
I'm not saying it can't be done either.
But
Oh,
it's going to be
part of
tough.
it.
It's
I'm not saying they don't, but it's part of that package. Like you don't have sex in college at BYU.
it's understanding.
I think
like
Liberty
they
is
say.
like that too.
Yep.
It's that
Really?
it's that
Liberty.
religion. It's a part of their
Yeah.
religion.
You got
It's
it.
a religious school.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
it's
hell
an
of a
oath
school to go to.
or whatever you take.
They got a John. You
Yeah.
can see how many people done got kicked off of the athletic teams at
Yeah.
their school for having sex.
Yeah, once they
Like
find
getting,
that out.
like getting caught
real.
having sex. Shit real.
Damn, they expect these kids
It's
to go
no
like
way.
3-4 years without getting no ass.
It's no way to come out of high school. You coming out of high school not a virgin, then going into school to practice celibacy. Like,
Oh my God,
But
man!
I mean, it's
Don't
crazy.
tread on me,
But
man.
tomorrow night, he gonna have 35 cash in his pocket.
Straight like
Who?
that.
Zach Wilson will have 35.
He already got more than that.
He got more than that when he signed it with his agent. He got more
He
than
got
that.
more
he,
than that.
He probably got endorsement deals.
I'm just signing him. I'm just
I
talking
don't
about
think he's
signing
going to the
bonus.
Jets. I think the Jets is going to take Fields.
Now you got to watch because some agents will try to put you in the hole doing that. You know.
Oh yeah, they give you the money, and then when you get your check, they take it back.
yeah, but shed a little bit of light on that type of situation.
And fortunately, I've had good agents. You know, not saying that particularly about me, but yeah, they'll maybe front you M or whatever they can, and put a high ass interest on it. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, like you said, okay, they're just taking it out quarterly when you sign your new contract. And now 2-3 years down the road, when maybe you're not in the league no more,
And you looking.
yeah, it's like, oh, how you even?
All right.
So
Well,
what
take shit.
Everybody's doing that because how else can they afford the shit that they have on draft day and the draft parties that they throw? Where the fuck is the money coming from?
Speaking of that, let's get. I'm gonna give a shout out to Adonis Jennings. He's now teamed up with a company in Texas. Adonis is actually
Little kid
what do
since
they
he was a
call?
baby.
What are they called? He's creating the looks for some of the draft picks.
Oh, it's stylist.
He's a stylist. That's the word I was looking for. He's styling like 2 guys that have been drafted. So, shout out to him. That was a great way to get that in. There you go.
Also, shout out
Segue. We
to,
getting better.
While we on that topic, shout out to my man C. Martin over at Elegance Customs. I'll be popping over there tonight. I know I'm gonna be late a little bit. We got the 9 o'clock, but I'll be over there tonight to grab that suit. I'm going up to the draft tomorrow. They having some festivities up in New York, so we're gonna be bouncing around. I'll be with David Wilson, first round draft pick of the Giants. Remember D. Will?
Yep.
And then my man Hakeem Nicks.
Hakeem Nicks. He was good.
He had a short
What he played
run.
at in North Carolina. He
Come
played
on
in North
and
Carolina.
raise up.
My boy was live, boy.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, he was
He
nice.
was live.
So you made the practice squad. You make the team. Who was the guy that that you see on the team that you like? Yo, he is really like that. Other than Victor Cruz at the time, like you just watching and like, yo, this dude is for real, for real.
Either side of the football?
Either side of football, it don't matter. O or D. O or D.
Are you there during the time the Giants won the Super Bowl?
Came the year right after. Right? That's when I got cut, and then I was there the year after that.
So you were right in between the 2 Super Bowls.
Came the year right after the second one.
Oh, the second one.
Right after, yeah.
But who was like that? Definitely Young O. You know what I'm saying, off the top. Young Odell, Ahmad Bradshaw
So you was there when Odell came in as a rookie.
as a rookie.
So you saw it straight out the gate, like y'all in the same meeting rooms.
Facts.
So
Freakish athlete.
I mean, I got stories that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of platform this is. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Have bro all hot. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely, that's my young boy, man. He's a kid, bro. When he came, he was just a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had been in the league, it's my 3rd year now, so
Right.
he's just getting in there around people that were a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you talk about being a first-round pick coming into New York
City.
Yeah, man. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
And he's standing out like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you think he got a raw deal? I feel like he got a raw deal. I feel like he got a raw deal. Like they gave up on him too quick.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I feel like he's one of the freakiest athletic receivers
Tell
I've
me,
ever
bro.
seen.
Yeah, him and the boy, the other boy.
His athletic is on a beam.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who else? I'm trying to think who was out there. I seen, you know who I seen? Julius Peppers one time while I was on the field. I think we played Chicago one year. I was dressed. I seen Julius Peppers like, yo, this is superhuman, crazy. Like, yeah.
So he really liked that. He's a Hall of Famer.
Peppers, he's LeBron playing football.
Yo,
man.
he look like an action figure out there, bro. It's crazy.
Like he
Another
was
Tar Heel.
He played in North Carolina. He played basketball. To see him on a basketball court was like, yo, this dude is huge.
He played when Ronald Curry was the point guard.
Yeah.
Who else, man? Antrell Rowe. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got me good. You know who else? Cromartie was good. He was
Oh yeah, Cromartie was like that.
Me and Crow had some good battles. Who else was out? Oh, you know who else was like that? Shout out my man John Beeson. You know
I
what
remember
mean?
John Beeson.
John, if you're watching, y'all, I'm be down in Miami real soon. I know you've been telling me come down, get on the boat. You know what I mean? I know I'm up here in Jersey taking care of some business. I'll be down there soon. Who else, man? JPP. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was good, even with the whole situation.
And just won a Super Bowl.
And won a chip again.
So you
was wrecking havoc.
Yes, he was.
He's coming off that edge fast. So you was there with JPP. Were you there during the incident?
Yeah.
So dudes in New York was going crazy off JPP.
I mean, we in the locker room, we know JPP, so we just like, it's crazy. Like anybody else would. Like, first of all, what you doing playing with fibers? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, come on, man. But then at the same time, you want to make sure he good. And hopefully that he can sustain his career, which he was able to do.
So that locker room is like, is it? Because we like, fans, right? Fans are unfiltered. It's like, man, that dude,
He's
an idiot. Like, what was he doing? This and that, blah blah blah. So that's kind of some of the similar chatter that's going around the locker room, and then y'all talk to him like, yo, you straight, you good? Like, how does that?
What you doing? You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's like, man, you know what I mean? Whatever the case was.
Yeah, that's a different
Because
situation,
at the end of the
bro.
day, we're professional athletes, but we still people.
Right.
True. Some of the people who got a lot more money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we was talking about that. Remember? Talking about the bread, like the access that it'll give you and how people react to that. And, fans sometimes look at guys like yourself that are professionals that once you make it, it's like you're almost somebody that they can't fathom who you are. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
So they don't know who you are, or they're not easy to
have access to. One thing I can say about Talley is Talley always came back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's a lot of dudes from Winslow that made it. You know what I'm saying, to that level. But yo, Talley, we didn't even know we was cut. Like when I found out who he was, I'm like, oh, he's a Talley. No, that's family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, take my son, put him right under his belt. Like, word is born. I'm like, yo, we got something right here. Talley then fucking took this boy and took his level to a different level. You know what I'm saying? So he always came back, not just with mines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He would come down to the field. He'd be on them hills. And I'd just be like, damn, man. Like, yo, that's somebody who made it. And he out here, he on them hills.
And it's crazy because, I see the young kids and I'm just like, even myself, I have my foot on the pedal, but at times I let up a little bit. And I'm still able to have my successes, you know what I mean? You got to tell the kids, from day one, you got to keep your foot on that pedal. You got to remain disciplined. You got to remain focused, You got to remain in tune for what you're trying to do. All the outside influences, all the girl, you know what I mean? The sex, the money, all the drug, all this, that, and the third, you know what I mean?
Right.
You got to put it to bed for at least 2 to 3 years because you can change your whole generational situation. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about some real money.
Well, that's type time.
Right?
We be on. Throw it on the neck.
We talking about between 3 to 5 years. I'm talking about just critical times. Even
Right.
now.
You
To get
can't
in
be
there,
fucking around, man.
You can't.
You can't be fucking around.
And me going in, I was focused, but then when you get there, you might relax because you think you made it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not the case. Or it's hard to say no to somebody like it. You know what I mean? A first-round draft pick, Hakeem Nicks telling you, yo, come on, slide out with me. You know what I mean? Come on,
Right.
slide out. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, sidebar, y'all gonna hate me for this.
Yeah, you got a little bit more comments than me for me to be going out, brother. My comments is not on your level for me to be going out. I need to be in here in this playbook.
You're not paying for anything anyway.
I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get them comments.
Hey, listen, you go out with
You can fuck off.
You can go out.
I can't fuck off.
You can go out with these college kids.
You can come in late.
You can come in late. I can't. I'm on a short leash. God forbid if it's a fight in this motherfucker and I'm on camera. Shit, I might not have a job.
But listen, right? So my first year, and you talk about different things with the young kid. I got caught with marijuana my first year. Right? Young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Young and dumb, right? So, long story short, right? It gets to New York. I got to call C-Web. C-Web is like the player liaison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? C-Web, I just got jammed up. What do I do? I mean, at first, I didn't even want to tell the police, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, he's like, all right, we get a lawyer involved. Not me not knowing at the time, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bug case. New York, they ain't never find out, but it cost me like $7,500 to get the New York lawyer.
Right.
To be the little, you know what I'm saying? Little eighth case. Something like, just because I want to, you know what I mean? Mess around. So you talk about staying focused. You know what I mean?
75 big ones?
75.
Just to show up?
100.
Yeah, we don't do drugs, champ.
100.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? Leave it all alone. Stay focused.
Yeah,
Stay
got to, man.
Because everybody is going to be doing it around you.
Right.
Everybody is going to be doing it around you.
I mean,
it's like this, man. You gotta just understand your lane. I would think. You know what I mean? Like,
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like when you go through high school and you reach that status, where you got that sting.
yeah,
It's the same shit.
same fucking thing, man.
Same shit. He avoided that route. It's no different.
But it's going to be 10 times?
We talking about that. We just
I'm
was
not
talking about
I'm not
the
talking
kid.
about once the league. I'm talking about going through college.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going through college got to be like an eye opener because you're on the roster. You coming in there, all the football players, and they know who you are, so it got to be.
But you
crazy.
in college, you got to rename yourself. So it's like you back to
Square one.
8th grade
Definitely
freshman
back to
year.
square one.
You back to 8th grade freshman year. But then once you rename yourself, then it's just like when you was a junior, senior in high school, when you was
that's
first
why-
team all state, all over again.
You seen blue chips?
Well, they wonder how Johnny Manziel went crazy, went off
I
the
got
him. Like
Johnny, they
had
gave
it
me
before.
Johnny stories.
He had
They
it
gave me
before.
some crazy Johnny stories.
well, you don't gotta tell them. Keep your sources.
Nah, man.
You can tell him once.
I'll tell you one.
Once he
story.
get out.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
Johnny. Y'all already know how Johnny is. It was publicized. Johnny and they had to wake Johnny out of the bed Saturday mornings on game day because he was out drinking in the bar all night Friday.
Yeah, man. You got to.
He had sweated out in the first quarter. In the last 3 quarters, he's throwing for 350 and running for $150 and 5 total touchdowns.
It's crazy.
And he got that Yola in him.
Yeah, wonder why where he
Vicious party ball.
Wonder why where he
He know
He said in the-
what
Where is
league
he?
he in? The
In
fan
the Alabama
the
game,
fan
in
football
the
league or
in the
something.
Alabama game when they beat Alabama,
Yeah.
they had to get him out the bed Saturday morning. He was late for every meeting, pregame meeting.
Right.
Motherfucker was out partying all night.
But it's just like that's what Johnny was saying.
And then he shook
Johnny
it off.
Manziel can do that. What that third, fourth string, he can't
No
do
way.
that.
Your ass is out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, my man, we got a bus ticket for
Yeah,
you.
we got a
Go
bus
ahead.
ticket for you. Wait, yeah, he's gonna drive you. No. We're gonna mail your shit. No, just take what you got. We're gonna mail the rest of your shit to you.
That's crazy.
Put it in a
That-
plastic
that-
bag
that
like
college-
the WWE.
That college schedule is deep. That's what I was about to say. Sidebar. He be always telling me like he's so appreciative of his time at the prep because he's so prepared and understands how to manage his time and take care of his schoolwork while still devoting everything he needs to the football. Like he don't gotta cheat himself, devoting everything he do to football, and he still can devote everything he need to devote to the classroom. And he be appreciating his time at the prep. He said, without that, bro, he wouldn't have that time management. Like he wouldn't have that understanding of how important his academics is.
Yo, this is a business, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
$1 billion
Understand-
business.
Yo, I'm talking about big money.
You get paid off of character too, man. So just
absolutely.
imagine
Right.
if you taking care of the classroom and you performing on your field,
And you gotta clean.
you're the
And
guy.
you clean off the field.
You're the guy that it's just too hard not to cheer for.
Or take a shot off.
You gotta definitely be, build your brand too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a part of your brand. If
Right.
if you make it so that it's impossible not to cheer for you, you're gonna be successful, bro.
So
That's
let's
something.
let's talk about real quick. We're gonna just go into some of the other topics we was talking about. We talking about building brands, right? Has there been anybody to build a brand as big as Jake Paul is building right now? I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Jake Paul just
I thought it was Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Jake is his brother, right?
Yeah. You talking about that's trying to fight Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, they
Going to fight for
they
it.
fighting
They're
June
fighting.
6th.
I don't know who will watch that bullshit, but
They officially signed
They
the
fight,
deal.
but
Yo,
they fight.
but
Yeah, well, the deal is Floyd's getting ready to get paid a lot of money
And
to,
probably gave
to
Jake a
whoop a
couple
big
million.
ass.
You think he gonna take a dive?
Oh, Jake?
You think he gonna let him hit him?
who? Floyd?
Jake, the dude,
Floyd is gonna beat it.
dude
He's
big
gonna
though.
beat that. He's gonna beat the
But
brakes
he's
off.
probably going to make
gonna-
him sweat down to a
He's
weight.
gonna dance around.
You think so?
Dance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's gonna dance around.
You,
dance
in order to
around,
fight Floyd, you
dance
have to
around.
come down to he's the A side. So what that means is you have to abide by my
His
rules,
rules.
or we don't fight. And you know, fighting Floyd is a huge payday.
Yeah.
So Floyd might have that guy come in 20 pounds underweight.
Mike Tyson and them was talking about that.
Think about
the
this.
Pauls.
Think about this. When he fought Canelo, Floyd, he was drastically underweight.
He was. You talking about Canelo?
Canelo was
Yeah,
drastically
yeah, he
underweight.
was.
Everybody Floyd fights, he makes him lose a certain amount of weight because Floyd can walk around at 154.
Right.
157. He can walk around. That's walk around weight, eating McDonald's, doing whatever the fuck he want. It's hard for a motherfucker walking around at 168 to come down to 160 and fight and keep
Still
the stamina.
keep your power.
I think.
You know how heavy them fucking gloves is, man.
Oh, it's
after a round.
It's just a money grab.
I was about to say. I
It's
think
definitely a
Floyd
money grab, but I don't know who would
positions
buy that shit.
Like they're gonna watch.
Who wants
it,
to
they
see
gonna
that
pay money.
shit?
The same people that
That
bought
shit
it.
probably gonna be like
The
$99.
same people that bought
Floyd
him
treated
versus
like the
McGregor.
streets.
The whole
80-20.
world bought that.
The same people that just bought the last fight Paul just
But
did.
McGregor was something different because it was the McGregor was the whole show behind
It's
it.
an attraction business.
You know what I'm saying? It was the whole
and
show.
And he actually fought good for a half of a fight.
Yeah, for a half a round
That
until what
fatigue
happened?
set-
Until that
fatigue
fatigue
set
set
in.
in.
them legs got a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, boxing's a
Bro,
different
he
sport.
It's a different
He
sport.
did not want to get hit by Conor. He was trying to deliver a knockout blow.
What was you saying about Tyson?
And Mike Tyson was saying it on one of his podcasts. He got a pretty dope podcast or whatever, but they asked him about like the Logan Pauls and the Jake Pauls and, you know, the celebrity boxing and all that. And Tyson was like, I think it's good for the sport, you know, it's bringing money in and stuff like that. But they were saying that these dudes, the Pauls or whatever, found this lane where people want to see certain things and they are selling it and selling it and selling it. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to beat up on old fighters.
Think about this. Think about social media.
Yeah.
I mean, you get 1,000 views, then
They
10,000
YouTube
views.
stars,
They
bro.
YouTube stars. Yeah.
Listen, Kimbo Slice was a YouTube star.
Right.
You think he could get in the ring with a professional heavyweight fighter?
Not now, because when he did, he got knocked out.
Yeah, once he started fighting.
Yeah,
It's a
once he
different-
started really fighting.
It's a
Right.
different story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even going to be fair. Floyd's going to beat the brakes off of him. But
Yeah,
payday,
probably about 3-4, and round 3 or 4. He probably.
what Trilla is doing, like,
Walk him down.
so you got to understand, like, they got this whole
When you
thing
fight-
mapped
But it ain't gonna
out.
be no
Listen.
first, second round shit.
Yeah,
Hold
they
on,
got
what?
this whole thing mapped out with Trilla. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Where they, like, how they streaming it and how they getting paid. They all in it. Tyson, them Pauls, Floyd, they all in it. That's why they shooting it through Trilla. This is like
Right. That's
billions.
why Tyson co-signed that bullshit.
Yeah, it's like billions that's going there. He fighting Lennox Lewis.
Yeah. Who wants to see that shit?
Hold on.
Somebody's going to see
Say it again.
Tyson is fighting Lennox Lewis.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
You don't want to see Mike fight Lennox?
No, Mike's 60 years old, man. I don't want to see
Yo,
that shit. I don't
y'all
want
wanna
to see
see
Mike
that?
fight.
But they
no
creating
Lennox
a
Lewis,
lane
man.
for it is all I'm saying. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah,
When
I'm
you're a
good
YouTube
where they
fight
at.
star,
You know?
Remember this: when you're a YouTube fight star, the people that you're fighting on YouTube are really already scared. You know that, right?
You know what I want to say?
You don't think those people that were lining up in front of Kimbo were scared?
I want to
Yeah,
say.
but they was all street fighters.
Yeah.
So when Kimbo steps in the ring, you're not stepping in the ring with anyone that's scared.
Yeah.
They're saying you're disrespecting our craft.
I'm gonna fuck you
whoop
up.
your ass.
I'm gonna fuck you up bad.
That's what Floyd is going to do to that boy.
You think you could punch a nigga inside a picket fence and then hop inside these rubber bands?
Well, the Pauls do have boxing experience.
Yeah, but Floyd going to beat the
But they're
brakes
not,
off.
you know, they was amateurs.
I'm
probably.
just glad
Probably had
they-
a little.
I'm glad they jumping in the
professional
ring fighting guys who actually know how to fight, because them last couple fights, like the dude he just fought, the old MMA dude, like
they called him in the back of the joint laughing
because he was getting the pay. Dude couldn't
He
fight
got
no
the
more.
pay.
So you think this is going to be a real fight?
With Floyd and
I don't think.
I'm on FanDuel. That's all I'm gonna let you.
I don't know. This ain't gonna be no real.
You
fight.
putting them back. The
Well,
best
the
in.
fight goes
And
the
Mike
distance.
Tyson talking this shit.
No.
Now,
This
that
is
Mike
a
Tyson-
travesty.
Nah.
This
Wait,
is a
hold
travesty for boxing. They making a mockery out of fucking boxing.
Who's the last person
I'm a
Floyd
boxing
knocked
fan,
out?
man. No, it's been.
It doesn't have to be a
92.
knockout to go to
Nah,
distance.
the boy.
Oh, I thought you said will it go to distance?
I'm saying it's not gonna go to. He gonna hit him with a kidney shot eventually.
Yeah.
Where he gonna shart and then the joint gonna be over.
One thing for sure,
It better be
Floyd-
like rounds.
One thing
Well,
for
how
sure,
many
we-
rounds is it? 6?
It's gonna be 12.
12 rounds.
Yeah, one thing for sure, we know
We're gonna
Floyd,
take him to 6 rounds and beat him.
Yeah, we know Floyd is game. Floyd game, and the last person he knocked out was the bull who stole him or headbutting him.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And he was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
this is how we doing.
Ortiz.
As soon as the bell ring, I'm gonna steal you. Stole him and dropped him.
Floyd is a money man, bro. He gonna let you. He gonna give you your money.
So
for
what you gonna
5-6 rounds.
Like 5-6
And then when
rounds,
he
and
get
Paul
tired,
gonna be
he gonna
all
hit him
out
with
of
a-
time, and
he
he
gonna
going
hit
then he
with
gonna
a
walk him
body
down.
shot.
Probably knock him out 6 rounds.
So what y'all think the purse won't be?
Well, I know Floyd getting a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Logan Paul
Floyd
probably
was-
getting about 2-3
Floyd-
million, maybe 5 million.
What was his last fight?
The last
100
fight
million?
was 2 mil.
200 million?
And Floyd ain't fighting under 150 million.
200 mil he made off that.
He's not
last
coming
fight.
out.
And he probably gonna give Logan Paul like 5, and Logan Paul like, holy shit, I got 5 million.
Floyd
Nah, Logan Paul just got like 20.
Well, he getting what's 20 to 150,
He probably
and that's how Floyd looks
Look,
at it. Floyd like, look,
I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
gonna take the
Floyd,
most.
Floyd designed the pay-per-view cut.
Right.
I know. Let me say this.
I'm
It's
gonna get
Floyd,
always in his favor.
Floyd, listen. If you want somebody to challenge you, come holler at me, man. I can dust the gloves back off. Boy, I'll go get my head knocked around for $40 million
I met
in a
Floyd one
minute.
time.
You might not
Yeah.
come back the same.
How was that experience?
Crazy.
Is anybody from
You might not come back the same.
Is anybody from Jersey getting drafted tomorrow night?
Hold up, let me hear this Floyd experience real quick.
Hold on, he said he was with the
Oh,
money
he was with
team.
the money team?
Hold on. Or he saw the money team.
Floyd, we was in New York. I was in this section over here. He was in this section over there. I said, oh, that's the champ, right? He ain't really had nobody around him, wasn't drinking. A couple of little pieces. Long story short, I said, yo, champ, man, you already know. You know what I'm saying? All love. He's like, yo, let's take a pic. He said to me, I'm like, cool. You should have seen the man watch. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Got a pic.
The man got 100 watches. He showed me on the gram. His watch collection.
He said he showed me on the ground.
Ah, shit, I ain't.
I'm thinking he get ready to say he showed me. I'm like,
Never seen that
you holding
shit.
back, Larry?
Yo.
Yo, it's the money team, man.
I
But-
mean, it was a crazy. That's what I'm saying.
He
man.
spends money.
Yo, let me ask you this: Who's in the draft from Jersey?
Million. Who's getting drafted this year? Like,
Bro,
who's there?
I seen him. He was betting fucking. He put $2 million on Michigan. Oh, his college football bets be $2 million on a single game.
Yeah, he's crazy. But who is in the draft from Jersey?
That's what I want.
That's
'cause
what I was.
I don't.
That's
I
what
don't
I
really.
put in the group.
Is
Yo, that's crazy.
even want to touch his hand. I'm like, yo, champ.
Oh, that ain't bad. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I ain't even on
Probably was like 80 right there on his wrist that night.
That's different type of bread.
Different type of bread.
Yeah, different type of whole level.
I don't know nobody from Jersey. I could be a little behind in this draft.
This-
'cause I've been busy, but
South Jersey, do we have anybody in that's going for the draft?
I
Is
don't-
this the first?
I don't know of anybody in the state of New Jersey in this draft right now.
Gotta be.
It's got to be guys from the state.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
New Jersey got like one of the highest.
let's just.
I don't know anybody.
As far as
be.
South Jersey, I don't know. I think the next 2 years we're gonna hit a nice little
Because
run.
the top states is what? California, Florida, Texas,
Hey, this is
Georgia,
supposed, this
Jersey,
is supposed
right?
to be Brad in this
something like
class right now.
Right.
Because Caesar was last year, so there's supposed to be Brad
You got to
and
turn them.
But didn't Brad?
Brad and Ron
didn't-
Johnson.
Brad stayed
all
back.
them.
He stayed back. I
Yeah.
think.
yeah, Brad went back.
Yeah, he went back. So Brad's year is next year.
Ron Johnson and what was the other one? Holloway,
Marley.
the one that went to UNLV. This all them class. Who in this one? Hines, Elvis.
Was Elvis in this class? I can't remember because
Marley was last year.
Elvis went to went to IMG, so that kind of threw me off.
I think Elvis was with
keeping
Brad
up with him.
I think Marley was last year.
Yeah.
Wiggy.
So
I don't know.
So next year, so this year we may have like a little nobody getting drafted this year. Last year was Caesar. That was the big
Caesar,
fish.
Johnny Taylor.
Johnny Taylor. Oh, Caesar and JT.
Yeah.
So next year, who do we have coming up? I think in 2 years we're gonna have
Next year is Leary.
Yeah, next year is Larry.
Is that Larry's class?
Next year is Leary.
That's his class. You think he going? Well, I mean, we speculating.
I think he's going to get
Quarterback
drafted.
kid?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. NC State.
He's going to get a job for sure.
Yeah,
He'll get a job.
he's got arm talent.
Got very good arm talent. He's definitely going to get a job.
So
He's going to get plenty of opportunity.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Yeah. Going to get a job.
You gotta definitely know and understand the system, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jersey been heating up the draft this year. We ain't got no
Probably do,
Rashawn
man.
Gary's, no Minka Fitzpatrick's, Johnny
Taylor's,
Taylor's. We ain't got none of them
Caesars.
this year. Caesar.
Yeah.
We got to think about some linemen or something, or some defensive linemen from somewhere, maybe up north or something.
Oh, this draft is terrible on the D line.
Is it?
Oh, it's horrible.
So we're gonna talk about draft real quick.
What
You
about-
you with the Eagles, right?
No,
What's your team?
I ain't got no team.
I'll tell you, I'm with the San Francisco 49ers.
All right, you got the Niners. Who y'all want? Who you want?
Who I want?
Who you looking for them to draft tomorrow night?
I want them to draft Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. All right.
I want him to draft Justin Fields.
I would like him to draft Justin Fields. I just think Justin Fields is probably going to go too.
I'm an Eagles guy. I want them to trade down.
They have no other choice.
Where y'all at right now?
12.
12.
You're at 12.
I want them to trade back.
I want the Eagles to take. This is who I think that they can take that'll be available. Either the linebacker from Penn State.
I don't want
He's
no Penn
not going to
State
be
linebackers.
He's not going to be available.
I don't want no Penn State linebackers.
He's going top
Unless it's
15,
LeVar
top
Arrington.
10.
LeVar.
He was a
Nah,
problem.
this
go
this
ahead.
bull
Yeah,
different.
he is a
No, no, no.
problem.
This bull different.
So
Different.
So you looking at the line? The Eagles not going to. They're not going to draft the line. They're not going to draft
I know
the
they haven't
linebacker.
drafted a linebacker since '79. I understand that, but I'm saying if they're available, who I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm saying that somebody has to watch them on TV every
Right.
fucking week. Give me the linebacker from Penn State, or give me Waddle from Alabama.
I like Waddle. I like
That's
him
the
too.
people that I think will be available at
Receiver wise, Waddle or what's the Heisman Trophy name?
Devontae
I
Smith.
just left my mind. Which one?
I like D. Smith.
You like him? So what you think about what he said?
Waddle was all right, bro.
Waddle.
He runs good. They were showing some route running. I seen some
Listen,
route running.
if Waddle ain't break his ankle,
Two different type receivers.
he would have been winning the Heisman this year. The dude got 17 touchdown catches for an average of 44 and a half yards a catch in his college career.
Yeah,
How much is that in air ball?
no, he's different. He was catching bubbles.
He takes bubbles.
Yeah, because they said they can use him like a little running back.
I was at the game at A&M. He took a quick hitter, 80 to the crib.
It's crazy.
And A&M got hella team speed. This nigga shit different.
Alabama forces you to play man and blitz to try to stop them, and then they just torch you, and it's unfair because they have some of these athletes, man, who just.
They got too many. Like, you got one
That's why I don't
or
want
two on
Mac
your
Jones.
team.
Yeah.
They got 6,
That's
7,
why I don't
8.
want Mac Jones. Like
Yeah.
Listen, Devontae.
the fuck is like you got it's the same plaid shirt.
Devontae caught that game-winning touchdown when he was a freshman. Y'all don't remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Shit.
Who you want to see the Giants take, Tally?
That's a good question. I mean,
Giants is at
They're 10
no. Dallas is 10.
or 11. They're back to back. Giants and the Giants and Cowboys are like back-to-back picks. They
Giants
may be
must
like
be
a
11.
pick or two.
Dallas is 10.
Both of them are before the Eagles.
Cause 9 is Denver.
I'd like to see the Giants pick up. Let me see.
We like Saquon to stay
They said
healthy.
that the Giants was going to get the ball from Alabama.
Giants made moves.
Football, the corner.
I guess. I think it
No,
receiver.
Surtain.
Patrick Surtain.
Surtain should land at Dallas if Dallas don't do a bullshit and pick somebody else.
So, what you think?
Probably should go defense. You know what I mean?
Defensive
Defense
guy.
wins Champions.
Giants made moves in the offseason. Like,
Yeah.
they got pieces. Saquon need to stay healthy.
It's tough.
Yeah, you know what? I think with Saquon, I think he was just getting too much of the load.
It's tough.
They got receivers
He a
now.
freak though.
Yeah, but he is a fucking.
He's a freak.
come
Like if
from
you
a-
see this guy in person,
He come
man,
from
this
an
guy
athletic
is-
family. You know, his uncle is Iran Barkley.
I'm saying, you see this guy? I seen him at the opening. He's a big guy.
His legs are just so thick.
Yeah, but he's bigger in person.
Just
Like, he's
think,
fit.
he was supposed to go to Rutgers, and then he decommitted and went to Penn State. Yeah,
Well, that's better for him.
As you should.
because that's all he. I think that's all he had at the time.
But that's better for him because I think
He's from out there where Micah Parsons is from. Listen, Micah Parsons got recruited to Penn State. He was a DN coming out of high school, 5-star DN. Now he's a 5-star Mike and Will linebacker in college football.
Yeah. Some of these dudes are just freaks.
that's what I'm saying. Micah Parsons is different, man.
Micah Parsons is
Different, man. He's fucking different.
Yeah.
man.
So Tal, what you got coming up, man? What you got going on? What you into now?
So I mean, I'm putting together the Julian Talley Skills Academy. You know,
Okay.
Something I've had in the pocket for a little bit now. And I'm gonna bring to the table real soon. Again, the game is 90% mental. You know, so why wouldn't we train the mental? You know, just as much as we train the physical. Because you can be as athletic, and this is where my advantage was. Yo, the guy across from me may be more athletic than I am, but I'm smarter than he is. You know, I know how to use my tools in my toolbox a little bit better.
Did you use those tools when you played TC?
I'd like to say, yeah, that was definitely the natural abilities there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A lot of, you got to have natural ability. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to, you got to have natural ability. Not saying you can't work hard. You know what I mean? It may be a little bit harder for you.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you have that natural
You
ability.
gotta have natural abilities.
You know what I mean?
Like you gotta have,
gotta have something to work
foundation,
with.
right, to build your resume upon.
Unless you somebody's son or.
So you either fast or
Can't teach
you
me.
got a freak body shape
Right.
or
Eye
you
test.
explosive or it's something that you do that's in the elite
Well,
percentile.
It comes down to same thing in business, and that's why business is my new sport. You know what I mean? It's dominating your sector. You know what I mean? I had to dominate where I'm at right here, so now I can now move forward to the next level. No matter where you at, you have to dominate first your sector.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got to do something great.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to be better than anybody else right here.
Because there's a bunch of different groups where niggas is great at. We just
Yep.
told Mika Parsons is a nigga that plays 3 different positions on the field and he's running a 4.3 40.
Right.
So what are you gonna do to stop that man from tackling you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Are you gonna run routes like Devontae Smith? Or
Yeah,
are
you gotta have
gonna-
something.
If
Are you
you're
gonna
going-
break tackles like Johnny Taylor? Like, what are you gonna do? You gotta do something.
you know what I mean? If you're going prep, you got to dominate that prep sector. You can't go in there and play around and just think because you're going prep, now you're going to move to the next level. You got to get in there and take that joint serious. And then, of course, when you get to the league, it's all levels in the league now, too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you said this is the last question from me, and then we can get ready to get up out of here. But you said something earlier. You said if you can go D1, go D1.
Yeah.
Right? What is, I guess the question was about schools, right? So what is the perception of that in the NFL? Like from the players that are there, because you said from a coach and a management perspective, they talk about, oh, he's from, a mid-major or what have you.
When you touch the league, it's less. It really don't matter as much.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think he was saying from a perspective of like opportunity.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like from the players
Right.
that are there, like what's their thought process when you're coming in? Do you see that like
me? So when you get there, you may see a guy that you've heard all your life or knew or watched on TV. At the end of the day, we got to line up, my man.
Okay.
You feel me?
Bart Stott was probably one of the best players the Jets had in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
He's from Southern Illinois.
You hear me? We got to line up.
Who you say?
Bart Stott.
Yo, and it's funny
From
because
from the Jets?
Yeah.
it's a lot of guys.
That was his first stop was the Jets.
Can't wait.
Southern Illinois.
Where
Southern Illinois. Now he's
where's
broadcaster on ESPN.
Yep.
not Bart Scott? Where's the other guy that played with Ray Lewis? Where's he from?
Who?
Terrell Suggs.
Oh, Terrell Suggs.
Suggs.
Where did he
VTech.
play?
Did he go to Virginia Tech?
He went to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
He
I
been
don't
in
think
the
he
league
started
so
there.
long, bro.
I don't think he started at Virginia Tech.
Like that's what Odell Pop said to me one day.
This is Terrell.
He said
Terrell
what?
Suggs came from when VTech had the #1 defense in the nation.
Yeah, they was good. They was good back
What was
then.
you saying Odell Pop said?
Being around people like him, like he went to LSU, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool that his son followed footsteps and him being a Pop. You know, you talk about my son's going to the league. His son actually hit the league first round pick, right? And so, you know, he definitely dropped a lot of gems. You know, one of those being the game is to be sold, not told, right? One of the gems he dropped. But also, he used to always tell me, like, yo, Tal, I know you grinding, keep grinding. All it takes is one game.
Yeah, yo, Lee DeRamus said that.
All it takes is one game to get in the system, and you'll be good. He's like, yo, just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? That's what really kept me motivated a lot of different times. You know what I'm saying? Along with the bag that came in every single week.
And UMass
Suggs
is
went to
FBS now.
Suggs went to Arizona State.
Arizona State. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the states.
Yeah.
Tech, Arizona State.
UMass is FBS now.
Yeah, we building. I got to go back up there, man.
Yeah.
Did you like it up there?
But Arizona State wasn't,
I liked it
Michigan.
because, you know, we made it. Even UMass, like, yo, my whole career, man, I've had a hell of a time in life, man.
It's a lot of schools in Mass that motherfuckers don't know because my man went to Worcester.
30,
I know you know about Worcester.
That's where Deuce is
went to
going.
Worcester.
35,000 college students in that town.
It's a lot of colleges in
I
Mass
think
on
at
the
the
low.
time, when I first,
Jesus,
I remember the
35,000.
visit. Oh man, but yeah, we were ranked like #1 party school in the nation.
Right.
At the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For good reason.
So how far is that from Boston?
About an hour.
Hour from Boston.
We're on the west side of the state.
Right. So you got UMass, and then you got all of the schools in Worcester, which is like Clark, Assumption, Holy Cross.
Yeah, Holy Cross is right there. Yeah.
Right. All of those schools. And then you go farther east, you have
Got Boston College too.
BC. Northeastern.
yeah.
What else was out there? Schools like that.
What's the other school that's out there? Was it Bentley or something like that? I'm think maybe
They got
out
a
there.
bunch of D2
a bunch of
schools
Yeah,
out there.
it's a ton of schools out there.
Harvard ain't far from there.
In Harvard, Harvard's in Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah, so that's a college state.
Said when I went up there when we was at Boston College, they told us 200,000 kids during the season, during like that fall semester, it's 200,000 kids out there. Said, God damn.
Oh, so
That's
yeah,
a lot of jokers running around that
yeah,
city.
that's a little different.
That means they got a lot. They got a lot of travel then.
Yeah,
Because they ain't got 200,000 on campus. That's
Yeah,
impossible.
not in campus, but just with all the schools.
They got a lot of
in the
commuters
area.
there.
yeah.
Definitely that part.
So anything else?
I'm good.
Anything?
I'm good.
You recoup, man. You was living it up. You recoup.
I just started coming back to my. I started just getting back into my soul today.
D2 Sports Network, man.
I'm telling you, Turkey Leg Hut in Houston, man. You ain't never been to that joint.
Oh, you've been down? You've been down to Houston in Turkey Leg Hut, huh?
Oh my God.
You know, I was staying down there for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I was on the west side.
Man, I done went all through the third ward this week.
Yeah.
Texas Southern is in the third
It's in the
ward.
third ward. It's right there.
Yeah, sure.
God, I was like, Houston was right down the
University of Houston. They built a new
street. Prairie View A&M, about
the
3
new stadium.
exits up.
That's where my brother lived, right down in that area.
Sir, I was right over there.
Did you go to the Galleria?
Oh, yeah, I went to the Galleria. You know, I spent that cash, man. You know what I'm saying? I drink champagne when I buy my sneakers, cuz.
This guy. This guy. All right, man. We're going to make our rounds, man. Thanks, Tal. Thanks for coming through, man.
Appreciate it. Yo, gentlemen, this is a big platform, you know what I'm saying? D2 Sports Network, I appreciate you gentlemen building this, bringing the awareness to the people. You know, the dream, as we call it, is a reality, man. You can make it happen, you know what I'm saying? If you just stay with it, you know what I'm saying, keep your mind focused on it, you can definitely make it happen.
I appreciate you, brother.
Sure.
Because we definitely need more guys to come back, tell their stories, just drop a little gem if somebody picks something up from the broadcast.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's what it's all about.
And it's great to have guys come back because, like you were saying about Cruz, you can see and touch and physically touch your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you gotta pick up what we dropping, because every week we dropping you with some shit.
Yo, every week,
we
bro.
giving you a guest that been there, done that, or we telling you about real situations.
Stay tuned. We got one locked and loaded for next week too. Yeah. We trying. Hey man, if we reaching out, if y'all know some athletes that want to come up here, drop a gem, tell them to slide through, man. We definitely reaching out and want them to come up, man. So we appreciate everything. Well, go ahead. That was it.
Larry hit it on the nose. That's all we have. That's how we ended it. Larry hit it on the nose.
We giving you them jewels.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace, people.
All right.
Whew.
Them motherfuckers is hard.